students and listeners. It's ATU Radio today. This afternoon, it's Lawrence, your favorite host for today's show. And we have two honorable members from the SRC committee to share with us their plans for this semester. Before that, I would like them to introduce themselves. So I'll start with the finest gentleman on my left to give me that honor.
All right, thank you so much, Mr. Host, the DJ, my favorite DJ, Dr. Mundi. All right, so my name is Salifu Rahman, also known as Rahman on campus. I am the SRC Warfare Officer. Yes, so that's a little I can say about myself. Yeah.
Thank you very much, Honorable Rahman Salifu. And then on my right is...
Alright, thank you very much. I use this opportunity to greet all our listeners. I'm also called Bernard Abban, popularly known as Mr. Abban on campus. Third year of the mechanical engineering student. So yeah, this is what I also can say about myself.
Alright, thank you very much for honoring our call today on Radio ATU. We are very much grateful.
And P.R.O mentioned his department, definitely. Procurement department will be disappointed in me.
Alright.
If I don't mention the name of the department, which I boast of, the procurement department. Yes, you know, procurement department is very large. We have the population. You look at the world market today, procurement is leading. Yes, aside procurement, then you can talk of maybe the IT aspect, but in the market now, the procurement,
Sure. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Honorable Rahman. Let's zoom into today's agenda. That's your plans for this semester. Okay. As a welfare chairman for SRC ATU.
All right. Thank you so much. We have so many plans as SRC and then also as a welfare officer. You know, when I was contesting for this position, I had a lot of plans, and then also I listened to the people, the populace, the students. I listened to them a lot, so I wrote a lot of things that, listen, this is achievable. There are some that would delay, that would take time, but then definitely there are some things that are very workable, and then we can do something about it. So I decided that in the field of entertainment, ATU is known for entertainment, but then I have to add something a little. If you look at artists, student artists on campus, student DJs, student dancers, they are not really exposed to the student and then also to the world at large. Yeah, last year they brought Shatawali, but we didn't see any student artists performing with Shatawali, or even he hyping someone who is good, an artist, a student artist who is good.
Yeah.
So this time around, not even a flyer was made for them, not even all the student artists' name was on a flyer, talking of pictures. So this time around, I'm trying to do something different. I'm trying to add value to whatever they did last year.
Sure.
We are going to make sure that the student populace are being exposed. We show them to the people on campus, to the ATU students, and then also any bigger artists coming on board. We are going to make a flyer together with all the students so that the world can also see them when the bigger artist share to his fans or on his page. Definitely people, the Ghanaians, the fans on that platform will get to know that there's this person, and it keeps promoting our student artists. So that is one. Also in the field of, I look beyond. In ATU, if you mention you are the welfare officer, in other schools they call you the organizer, but ATU brothers welfare. If you even look at the constitution, they are talking of I'm in charge of sanitation, I'm in charge of health. Yes, so it entails a lot. So I'm not just looking at the entertainment as ATU students, no. I'm also looking at first aid, because I have to provide first aid and then maintain it. Last year there were tragic issues.
Yeah.
There were issues like students being hurt, even in the hostel there was no first aid kits, ambulance was low. Yes, so for like a week there was blood on a certain route, and it was really bad. Someone like me, I'm part of the Red Cross, I'm okay with blood. But then there are other students who are allergic to blood and then these things. So when they see it, it's not a good thing. Something can even happen to them. So yes, I'm looking at providing first aid so that in case a student gets injured, then we can. If a student gets injured, then we can make sure that that student is being taken care of before the ambulance come or before we take that person to the school's clinic. Yes. So also there are a lot. The water side, sanitation. There's a lot we want to do for the student. Yes. And these things are achievable by the SRC. What is not in our power to do, we will lobby with management. Already we've started massively with the lobbying, and we've even made change as we are speaking in our second month when as we have assumed office. So we've even made change. So we are still on it, trying to do more for the students.
Sure,
yeah,
sure.
that's right.
Okay, so away from our welfare officer, let's come to our P.R.O. What are you doing to support this Aquaba Week celebration?
Okay, thank you very much. As you said, Aquaba Week celebration is basically this celebration we are using to welcome the freshers, that's the new students on campus. So this is a welcoming program for all freshers, but nonetheless, we are also inviting the continuing students to be part of it, to also feel part of it. We are not ignoring them. Yeah, so the Aquaba Week celebration is basically for freshers, to welcome them, to accept them as part of it, to make them feel part of the school. And we also want to know some of them are having special talent, and that is hidden in them. So this is the time we want to expose them to the world. Yeah. So this Aquaba is not basically having fun. Also, we are promoting our students to as my welfare officer said. There are a lot of artists on campus who need exposure, and so when you give them such platform and you perform, who knows? So this is what we are also doing to help the students at large, especially the first year students, to also explore their talent on this celebration. Yeah.
Okay. So looking at the outline, the program outline for the Aquaba Week, on 14th, that's the 14th of February, known as the Valentine's Day, you have a health and fire seminar, chocolate day and the Aquaba Games. What went into it? Okay. What are your preparations towards making this outline? Yes.
All right. So we've made a lot of plans, and then we are trying to execute all of them, and then we are still even in preparation. Yes, I mean we are not done anything coming up. We are like in a haste. We are just waiting for that day to come. But before I talk about that, let's talk about the health walk.
All right. Yes, that's this Saturday.
Yes. That's the getting reserved for the Aquaba Week celebration. Yes. So if you look at last year, the health walk was massive. Yes. This time around, it's going to be mega.
Let's vibe.
Yes. The Let's Vibe health walk. Yeah. Let's vibe. Yes. So let's vibe. All we are trying to mean is that it's time we need to walk, we need to get health, we need to burn some calories as we vibe and then we trek. So yes, so the health walk, and we are looking at sharing t-shirts. We have sponsorship coming on board like Cowbell, Indomie, Trillium. So they are going to give their products for the students for free. Yes, so we will be starting on campus. Our converging point is the basketball court. So from the basketball court all the way to the gate, and then from the gate to Eto to go office. From Eto to go office, we pass the road to Parliament House. From Parliament to Ministries, and then to the beach. Yes, to the beach. We stop there, we rest a while, have fun, eat the packages that the sponsors have brought on board, like Fire Go, and then the energy drink. And then from there we move back to campus. Yes, it's going to be a lot of fun. If you have experience with the last year's health walk. This one is going to be massive as well. So then we are looking at over 1,000 students being available that day and being part of the health walk. Also, you see, coming to the Monday, so Monday is 13th, that's the cleanup exercise. So the cleanup exercise, and as we all know, we are trying to make sure that every place is clean, yes, on campus, because as a welfare officer, sanitation is one of my priorities. Then, so after that, we are going to have the lunch. The luncheon is going to be at the auditorium. Yes, that will start at 11 a.m. So at the lunch, we are going to cut. We are going to cut cake, okay. And then we have champagne as well. We are going to eat and then have fun. Yes, we are going to get educated also there because, and then also most importantly, on Monday we are trying to open our JCR. Our JCR wasn't functioning for a while, yes, because it needed renovation. And then on Monday we are also trying to reopen it for the students because it's something that the students have been waiting for. They've asked a lot of questions, so we've made everything available. And on Monday we are going to have that experience. We open the JCR, and then there are a lot of activities that we are going to do, even at the lunch. Yes, and then after that we will have a kinky party. Yes, so the kinky party, everybody is going to eat and then have fun. Yes, so you know this big celebration is packed with a lot of activities that's entertaining and then also educative as well. Mm-hmm. So fast forward to the Tuesday, as you mentioned, now where you are. So the Vows Day, yes, we are looking at chocolate day. So Vows Day is for chocolate. So the chocolate day, we'll be having a short ceremony in the morning together with the HU library. So that day we are going to share chocolate to the entire students. Yes, everybody available, anybody can come for the cakes. Yeah, the chocolate. Sorry. Then we are planning that we will customize it, although we don't have time. But they just came in mind last night, so we've made all the necessary calls, and then we are trying to brand it. Let's Vibe Aquaba Week Celebration Cake, and then that will be shared from the Tuesday. Yes, so it's going to be fun and going to be educative as well. In the evening we'll be having cooking competition and then also the Aquaba games. Yes, the Aquaba games. We'll be having freshers game. That is really for the freshers, but then we needed something sporty in it because I myself am a sporty person. I like to watch football. I like to watch volleyball and basketball go on. So we added that for the love of the game.
Okay.
As you all know, yes. So it's going to be fun on Tuesday. If I can proceed or
let me
all right.
move to our P.R.O. I have a question for you. The question is, what were the plans you made to recruit these student artists for them to come on board? Did you have any plans?
Okay, thank you very much. Yes. You see, these student artists, some of the student artists have a lot of music out there. Yeah. Some of them even have albums, but they are not out there so much. So I think in the time we are taking everybody's, how do you call it, singles, then we play them, we select some few people, we won't say they are the best, but the good ones out of them. Yes, then we give them the platform because not everyone can perform. Yeah. So that we give them the platform to come and perform. And also I will talk about the curtain raiser for the Aquaba, that's the health hub. Yes, I want to talk something small about it. It's basically, we are starting with the health hub basically because we want to us to vibe, we want to build some relationship through the Aquaba Week celebration. Some first year students don't even have no idea about university, don't even have friends. They're not even the first year, even the continuous year, some of them don't have friends. So this is the time you go for health work, you talk to one or two people, you get me. Then also the health work itself is it's a form of what? Energizing your body. Yes. So we want to start a whole celebration with a form of what? Health and what? good relationship. When you have these two things, you can move far in life. So this the main reason why we started the celebration with the health talk. Yeah, so and on the Monday too, you have a lot of packages. Like you are going to do some presentation, and as my brother said, the GCs have been there for a long time. But this time around, you are going to open it to the ATU students so that they can enjoy it. Alright. So I'd love to the next question so that
okay, to add to what my PR is saying, the student artists also they pass through a channel. Yes, so you made them submit their songs. It's related to the song, and then you see, I didn't even know student artists are making a lot of songs like that. Now we're even sending me songs like 6, 10, and I was like, wow. So it was really surprising. Yeah, so when you send all the songs, we are dealing with time, so I asked you to give me like 3 of your favorites, and then we listen to the song. If it's a vibe, if it's something nice, because in as much as we are trying to promote the student artists, we also need to look at what we are putting out there for the students. Yes, the show can be boring, so if you listen to the song, it's not a vibe to us. Actually, if you have more, then we listen to it and we know what to do. Yes. And then, so these are all some of the processes that we pass through before selecting these artists to perform. Yes. And then we don't discourage anybody to go.
Okay.
But there are a lot of people, a lot of student artists who want to perform, and then we see that the focus should be on those who are really doing well. So those who are doing well, definitely they will have a slot. Yes, at least if you get a chance to perform 1 or 2 of your songs, I mean the exposure is there.
Yeah.
And with the flyer aspect and all that I've mentioned for the upcoming artists, the student artists on campus for this Aquaba Week celebration, I mean it's massive. So that's what we are doing.
So what's the reaction of the students getting information about the Aquaba? What are their reactions? Are they reacting positively or negatively?
Yes, if you look at we've been going around, although the publicity is very high. We've been sharing flyers and voiceovers. We're sharing a whole lot, but still we move to classes. We move very close to the students, and then the reactions are massive, even for continuing students.
Wow.
So you see, just like my P.R.O was saying, the Aquaba Week celebration is mainly focused on the level 100 students. But the continuing students, I mean, they even want more.
Yeah.
Someone like myself and my colleagues in 300, we want to have a large jam before we move out.
Yeah.
We can't move out, and then you
Just
know,
like that.
in your final year, it's stressful with project works, everything. Yes, so we want to have the last dance before we move. So we've been doing a lot, and then the reactions are massive. The reactions are positive. Even they've been asking us before we release our program outline. They've been asking us, when is it coming? When are we doing the celebration? A whole lot of questions. What artists are coming? So a whole lot. So the reactions are very massive. I have a lot of calls about it, a lot of texts. So the reactions, I mean, it's insane. So we are still on it.
Great. Thank you very much, Mr. P.R.O. Now, we've talked a little bit about the Aquaba Week, of which we know is going to be massive. Now let's come to the budgeting. The budget. How was the budgeting done for this Aquaba? It seems there was not enough time. As soon as the budget came, you had just 2 weeks to plan this whole Aquaba. How was it?
You see, I'm very happy this question have come through, because there are a lot of talks about the budget, and then there are some students. I don't know how to describe them, but it seems they feel like they're in competition or something. I think some of them is post-election trauma. I feel that. Yes, I feel that. Because anything your opponent involved, I mean, if this is politics,
Yeah.
so definitely there will be sabotage. But the focus is that you asked, it seems the budget was done in a haste or something. You see, before you even decide to go for a position, I myself, I knew whatever I'm coming to do. I have learnt the constitution since the 100 days. You see, when I came to ATU, my first position was a classroom. From there to organizer of my department, and now to SS warfare, which is even directly, like closely related to the organizer position. Yes. So nothing was in a haste on my side. The budget, the budget was done with flexibility, and then also we did everything possible on the procurement side, because I'm a procurement student. I have to pass through the channels of procurement. So we did our source and everything before we made a budget. And then if you know something, this is what people don't know. On Twitter space, there was a whole lot of talks. The budget is huge. The budget is this and that. But the focus is that budgets are estimations. It's a guide to spend. It doesn't mean that you've budgeted for this, so that is what the budget. You can say something is nicely today, but tomorrow it can be even higher. Yes. So with the country that we are, definitely budgets are estimations. Yes, that is the definition of budget. It's a guide to spend. It doesn't mean you are spending the exact amount that you've stated in your budget. And budget doesn't mean you are going to do everything in the budget. There's something called reality. And the reality, you see, when you are doing a budget, you state all the sources that you are getting your revenue or your income. And when the reality sets in, it can even happen that, let's say you are having vendors that you're hiring a room or something for them, and then you are taking the rent at the end of the month. Let's say they fail to pay, and you have to take them out of the space. If you take them out, you are not getting the money. Still, if you want to take it further to court or something, it will still pass through a process. So the time for execution of something in your budget, you didn't get the money that you said that you are going to get from the hiring of the space that you've given the person. So budgets are estimations. It doesn't mean you are going to spend as you've stated. It can be low, it can even be high. Yes, and then also budgets. If you really know budget well, and then with 80 budget, you can, when you do, every budget can be slashed. Yes, and then we are even in the process of that. So as people are there routing, making noise about the budgets are being slashed. Yes, they are being slashed, and even that is even before the reality comes in. That is looking at use of students, how many students have paid, and then one thing the student don't know that every student have to pay full payment before management releases dues. Now, continuing students, most of them have not paid their fees in full. Some have paid 60%, because yes, that is the agreement of management. That if you pay 60%, you can register for the first semester and write the exams. For freshers too, it's even on their admission letter. I can pay 60%. You can pay 60%, and then you are a student. You can write exams. You have the privileges as a student. This is what people don't know. So now the budgets are even being slashed before the reality sets in. So if the reality sets in, and then we are saying that majority of the students have not paid their fees, that means the budget that we've estimated, that maybe we are expecting 6,000 students, fresh students, most of them have not paid full payment. We are not going to even get the dues to execute things in the budget that we've made. So budget is not strictly like by force, this is what you are doing, or this is what you are going to do. It happens that most of the time things are not being done. Like last year, for instance, a lot of activities they didn't go on in the second semester because they have made the budget, but then the money is not there. That is the reality. But people talk too much about it. I myself, as I have assumed office, I've I've not received anything from SRC. I am even spending on whatever I'm doing. Students bring their challenges. Some of them, you know that this is a little challenge I can solve with my little money. We do so even with SRC duties. We do that because the funds are not even in. The funds are not there. So where do you expect to get whatever money is allocated to you to do something? You don't get it. But they are just there making noise, throwing us into the eyes of people that there's money. And then one funny thing and disappointing thing is the former president, His Excellency P.R.O, coming on the Twitter speak to say that the SRC is rich. Oh. Yes, it's a really big disappointment.
And I heard he also posted the budget.
Yes. The budget, they posted a lot of it, but we, for me, it's not something big about posting. But then the reality must be told.
Yeah.
The reality must be told. Like His Excellency P.R.O's statement was uncalled for, was uncultured. I mean, you can't make such statements when you be the former president of Accra Technical University SRC. You can't make it because you in person, even his FO, his financier, they were here just last week, and then they brought a vendor who they purchased something from, and they are owing the person. The person needs the money, so they needed to come to our president, plead with him to release whatever funds, the little funds they've gotten, to the person, because the company he's dealing with is also pressuring him to pay the money. So if such a person, the debt that you've incurred and then you've left behind, I mean, you are here begging that we should pay. So how can you even make such statement that the SRC is rich? And then upon all the documentations that we've seen from previous years, he's even the president who have left bigger debt.
Okay.
His Excellency this month left debt of 100,000. He's made it 3 times of that debt, and it's a fact.
Wow.
It's a fact. If we the executive, you know, things like this, there's no need to say it outside.
Yeah.
But then when you say something, that is, you are throwing debt into the eyes of the populace, the student eye, making them think that the executives have something to hide or they are not doing something right. Then definitely we will also speak up. We will not be silent.
Yeah.
We will speak to the reality. Mm-hmm. You even leaving office, his FO, that is Honorable Matthew. Even after the Twitter speak, Honorable FO, I even have the screenshot. He made a statement. You are saying the SRC is rich. During your tenure, what did you do? Wow. You didn't do any developmental project. Mm-hmm. That is his FO speaking, not me.
Wow.
He said if you were not even able to pay your committee members, which even take a token like a little amount as appreciation, you were not even able to pay them, less than 100 cedis. You were not even able to pay them. So if the SRC is rich, and then these little monies can be paid, then what are you saying?
Wow.
You are lying. Your effort that you were here with him last week is telling you that you are lying. Mm-hmm. Even his colleagues, his friends, who have also held leadership position in the school, are all talking against his statement, because that is the reality. You've left us debt that we have to pay. We the administration, and even that is why we needed to even postpone our Kamba Week celebration, because we borrowed money, and then when the fees come, people who have paid in full, the money that we've borrowed, they take it straight away from the monies that we've gotten. They are going to allocate as dues to the SRC. They take it straight forward. They don't even ask, because you've already made an agreement. Yeah. So if the debt that you came to inherit, that you were ranting about it, that they've left me 100,000 or 1 billion Ghana or old currency, and then you've made the debt increase 3 times of it, then what do you mean? Like, how can you even say that the SRC is rich? So these things are uncalled for.
Yeah.
I mean, and then I want to tell the students, populace, that all these things are fallacies. They are not true. People are lying to them. people see us and then they feel like, hey, since they are talking about budget, we are rich, there's something, but nothing has been even released. Not even our allowance, because there's no money. The students have not paid their fees in full. How can we spend? So everything in the budget doesn't mean that we are going to spend like that, or we are going to utilize all the projects in the budget. No, it doesn't mean so. When the reality sets in, then it's favorable to a program or an initiative in the budget, then we undertake it.
All right.
Yeah, so that's it.
Yes. So let's come to Mr. Abban. Since you work hand in hand with the welfare officer, the students have expectations for their probably, especially the artists. But it seems till now, not even rumors are spreading about any artists coming on board. Can you give us a gist of it?
I think we are looking at all the big artists in Ghana.
Exactly.
So
Wow.
we should expect all the big artists in Ghana.
All the big artists in Ghana.
Exactly, yeah.
Right. The people were calling out for Blacko. So I think if Blacko doesn't come in, they might.
That's why I said they should expect all the big artists.
All right.
Big artists, yeah.
Wow.
So far, who are the big artists in Ghana? So they should expect them.
Wow.
Yeah.
So
So
no criminal.
no.
Okay.
I just giving them all the big artists can come and pass through. Yeah, this time around the artist is going to be massive.
Sure.
Maybe massive than the last year. So we just want the students to support us. Yes, we want them to just be present and comport themselves with the artists. And that's what we want.
And about the comportment, have you put in any measures?
Yes,
in place?
we put a lot of measures in place. Especially we spoken to the original police commander.
Okay.
Yeah, so he's going to deploy some service to come and assist us during the artist night. And even with the help of we have police escort and other stuff. So this time around, I think the police on campus will be massive. A lot of they are going to deploy a lot of personnel. Not like last year only. This time they are going to deploy a lot of personnel to assist the cadets and also the security men. So in terms of security, because you all know that when it comes to these such programs, not only students on campus, but people from outside there. So, and we as SRs, we are much concerned about our students very much. So we want to put measures in place. So the security is the most important thing we are looking at right now. Yeah. So, I'll urge every student to support us and not to comport themselves in this. When a moment during the celebration, if they come in contact with anything related to security, they should just prompt us and then we know how to go about it. So, so all I would say about the budget, I don't want to talk about the budget yet. All I would say that the students should be well educated about the budget. The budget is just an estimated amount. Yes, it's not that you are just when you make a budget, you are definitely going to get a budget. It's just an estimated amount. So they should just support us because we have a lot of developmental projects in the budget that will help them, and then that will help the entire school. Again, like the endowment fund, we have a lot of developmental projects coming on board. So if people are spreading the negative side of the budget, they should also look at the positive side of the budget because there are a lot of good things that's coming on board. So this is what I want to tell you now.
And Mr. Rahman, do you have anything to say?
Yes.
Again?
Yes. With what is
you have just 4 minutes.
Oh, okay, that's nice. So with what he's saying, I agree with him perfectly. Yes, budgetary estimations, they also have to look at what we are going to do in development because it's been a while the SRC have done something in the development wise.
Yeah.
And this time around, we are looking at drying lines, we are looking at lava benches because mostly students are stranded. You see them loitering, like they don't have place to even sit to relax. It's either the class or hostel or home. It shouldn't be so. And tertiary, if you come, you need to be comfortable. Yes, these institutions have comfort. Yes, so as you study and then you come out, you need to come and have some fresh air. And now, even the ones the lava benches are even sports. So we want to renovate all these sports lava benches, and then where they are not lava benches, we make sure that we do some there, like around the hostel here. We have a lot of plans about the lava benches. We've already made the design, and then we want to even renovate our learning center where students go to sit there and learn. We want to renovate it. Yes, so there are a lot of initiatives we are bringing on board. So I was sure people were looking at just one side of the budget, and then that is why I am saying that for those who compete with some of us, me, my opponent, he is not like that. He is not into that. I mean, we all need to wish well for each other. If I'm in competition with you, doesn't mean we are enemies. It doesn't mean you should stab me.
Yeah.
If I'm doing something positive, you need to support it. You need to really support it. You don't need to say that I'm not the one in the position. So whatever they are doing, either good or bad, I have to sabotage it. I mean, it shouldn't work that way. We are brothers. We are brothers. Even the national politicians, I mean, they are brothers. They are family. They link up. I mean, everything about them in privacy is fun, except that it's during election or when they are on the radio. That is when you see them like attacking each other. But when they meet, I mean, they are brothers. They are friends. So I mean, these things are really bad, and then it hurts me. Some of our colleagues we competed with them can decide to do things like this. I mean, we have nothing to hide. Everything is clean. We have not done anything bad as a call. There's nothing like that. We are trying to do something. This is that administration who want to be impactful, who want to leave a legacy here.
Yeah.
That is our main focus. When we came, like Radio ATU, we've seen people who made it possible.
Yeah.
We've seen people who have made this possible. If it's not someone who started this, I mean, we won't be here on this live radio speaking. So the person have made an impact, and the name of the person will be here forever.
Yeah.
Yes, it will be here forever. So that is the legacy we want to leave.
Okay.
We don't want to leave with scandals of money laundering or misembezzlement, and then even flouting procurement processes like what happened in His Excellency terrorist administration. So such a person, I mean, you are not clean. You are not even clean to even talk about if the exercise is rich or not. If it's rich, maybe that's why there was scandals. I mean, allegedly misembezzlement of funds. Maybe that's why, and that is why there's debt. Yes, maybe that's why. Okay. If not, I mean, you not make statements like this. Maybe we left so much debt. Right. So maybe allegedly there was misembezzlement, as we all know. That this was what came up, and it came up from his appointee. So definitely someone like that is not lying. That is the internal audit as well. He is not lying, except that maybe you can say that you don't believe it. Yeah. But someone from in the administration is saying something. I don't think anybody will challenge it. Okay. So we don't expect something like that from the next officer.
As we are wrapping up, we would like you to, if you have any shout outs you would like to give out to some few people then.
Alright, shout outs to my execo. Yes, my able executives, other executives, I mean, my committee members, I mean, they are really doing massive about this Aquaba Week celebration. I mean, I can't do everything myself.
Yeah.
I mean, they are really helping. And shout outs to my Genota ambassador, in the person of Honorable Mauli, also known as Donzi. I mean, I call him Donzi. He's really helping, even with his committee members. He's gotten them involved in the Aquaba Week celebration. I mean, and it's making everything a success. Like, I see that we've already made a successful program, even though we've not done it. I mean, but I can see that we are on track. We are doing something better. So shout outs to everybody listening to me. Thank you so much.
And Mr. P.R.O, any shout out to that?
Okay, shout out to all my engineering boy and mechanical engineering. So I give a shout out to also shout out to my SRC president, His Excellency Echidamasi. So thank you very much for giving us this opportunity to pass through.
So thank you very much, our honorable P.R.O and our honorable welfare officer for gracing our studios today. We are very much grateful for honoring our call, and then we hope to see you on the subsequent days. So you are very much welcome. You are very much welcome here. Thank you very much. Alright, so this year's Aquaba Week celebration is proudly sponsored by Trillium Group of Companies, Indomie, Cowbell, Standard Chartered Bank, TCL, and Domino's Pizza.